Hello people, the YouTube viewers. My name is ajbubba and I'm playing some Hypixel Skywars. I already recorded the first game, and I won, but the commentary wasn't great. So people said they wanted to hear more stories, so I'm going to talk about how horrible it is applying for colleges. Um, it was now, my perspective on this is a little skewed because I applied for colleges during the pandemic, so, a lot of things were completely different than the way they would normally be, which is, to be expected. It was a pandemic. So, first thing that was different was most of the time, if you're not from the States or you're not in high school, you take standardized tests in the United States, you take the ACT or the SAT or both, and those are the main ones. Those are pretty much the only ones you take. And there's like a practice SAT and a practice ACT. Oh, there's no practice ACT, excuse me. Oh my god, dude. That guy just got trolled so hard. Oh my god. That guy literally, did he like not see the TNT? I don't know what this guy's doing. Bed Wars players, guys. Um, Bed Wars players are awesome. Did you guys see that I randomly had a short get like 1,000 or 2,000 views or something crazy? Yeah, that's awesome. I got like 20 subscribers from that. Please watch the shorts. I really enjoy making short form content. One, because it's so much easier than long form content. You look competent. Competent enough that you enchanted your armor, but thank God he doesn't have the fire protection boots. That is such a huge advantage for me right here. Ooh, sniped, completely sniped. All right, so back to college application. So you do one of two tests, the ACT or the SAT. Normally, you'll score better on one than the other, so that's the one you send off to colleges. So I only took the ACT because it was mandated in the the school district I was in, and it was free. These tests cost money to do more than once, so it was free the first time, so through the school. So it completely made sense for me to do it. You can't pass up on free. Idiot. See you guys in the next game. I've gotten woefully unlucky. I don't even know. I'm also just playing bad. A couple games in a row. My hands are cold. It's really cold in my dorm because for some reason when I turn on the heater, it doesn't stop at the temperature it's supposed to stop at. It just keeps on heating it up. So it gets up to like 80, but it's cold outside and I can't just have it cooled to a certain temperature. So it has been rough, guys. It has been rough. So as I was saying, ACT, SAT, I took the ACT. I got a 32 on it, which is good. It's out of 36 points, so 32 is really good. It's like 97th percentile or something, subtle low-key flex right there. But I was happy with it. I was thinking to myself, I did good the first time. I kind of went in with no expectations. I'd never prepared for an exam like this before. So, second time around, I should be able to do pretty good on this. Of course, second time around never came because it was online. I went online for my entire senior year, and I never got to take the SAT because it was also canceled the entire time I was in my senior year. So by the time applications roll around, I was just like, well, I don't have anything to put, for SAT, ACT, but I'm not going to go scoreless because what I thought to myself was, okay, good, that wasn't the last guy. Thank God. What I thought to myself was, most people are going to have lower than average scores or lower than expected scores. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Always got to go to the victory. So most people are going to have lower than expected scores on their exams, and they're going to, my score is going to look better knowing that it's the only one I took. In hindsight, this was the wrong choice. I should have gone test optional because my other stats in high school. So I graduated high school with 760 or 780 other people. My class rank when I graduated was number 7. So I graduated top 1% in my class. And I had like a 3.8 unweighted GPA and about a 4.5 weighted GPA. And if your school doesn't do GPA weighting, it just means that you get bonus points on your GPA when you take like an AP or an honors class. So I got good grades. I graduated with good grades. Now, honestly, I assume most other people did not do much paying attention in my senior year of high school. because I was fully online, so I really had no motivation at all to pay attention and, try in all my classes because everything was online. You could cheat on everything. Pretty much every test was open note. So, little to no motivation, being online the entire year. To me, I thought, well, I've got more time to focus on, uh, college applications. So college applications themselves are not enjoyable in the slightest. They are long. They require you to write a lot of essays and fill out the same forms over and over again. That is college applications. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next game. College applications are tedious, but they are standardized. There's one website that pretty much standardizes every college application for you for whatever college you want to apply to. So I had a list of about 15 colleges I applied to. I applied to like Harvard, Yale, Ivy League schools. I just threw my name in the hat. And I thought I would do well because, I've got good stats. I've got extracurriculars. I was the president of one club, vice president of two clubs. I ran track for the 1 year I could. Well, I could have done 2 years of sports, varsity sports, but really the 1 year I ran track. Okay, we're just clicking people away. The 1 year I ran track was like I got varsity that year. So I thought that was good enough because pandemic, canceled everything else. So I was like, I feel like I should get into, not all these colleges, obviously. These are some really prestigious schools, but I should get into a fair few of these schools. And, I feel good about my chances. And so application time comes around. I've applied to all these schools. Okay, guys, is this game just going to like, okay, maybe the last guy is hiding on his island still. So he is. Oh my god. Okay, well, I kind of do want to win. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Wait till the victory screen. I felt pretty good about all these applications. I felt like I would get into a good couple schools. One of the schools I applied to had rolling admission, so while I was even waiting to get into the other schools, I actually got into this school and then almost got a full ride scholarship to the school, which then took it from safe school to, legitimate option because, college is really expensive. So having any way to negate the cost of that is entirely worth it. So we got a guy bridging up. I've never seen somebody do that before. That is a really interesting way to play this map. I hate Skywars, guys. I don't actually hate Skywars. I really enjoy Skywars as a game. I hate Skywars about 5 times out of 10. That makes it seem like a lot worse than it is. 3 times out of 10, I hate this game. So I feel pretty good about getting into a lot of schools I've applied to, and then I just start waiting. I get into the other safe school I applied to, but I didn't get any scholarships for it, which makes me feel a little worse about the whole application process because, this was supposed to be a safe school. I felt confident in getting scholarships to this school and, being able to afford going to it, giving myself choices. And then other schools start coming in. First one comes in, oh, I'm on the wait list. Well, okay, wait list isn't a no, but it's also, your chances aren't great once you're on the wait list. So, I'm on the wait list. That's whatever. I didn't expect to get into every school. Next school comes in. Oh, I'm also on the wait list. Okay, well, these are 2 schools I kind of expected to get into, but it's whatever. Maybe their application classes are bigger. Third school comes in. On the wait list there too. I only got into 2 of the 15 schools I applied to. 2 of them. Maybe I could have applied to made better choices on my applications, wrote better essays. Maybe I could have gone test optional. I don't really know what I could have done better. Because the application process, or because the COVID year happened, oh God, what was I going to say? Because the COVID year happened, so many extra people applied to school because they went test optional. Because there are people who are good students and get good grades, but they don't do well on tests. They are not good test takers, which is why standardized tests exist. And I think it's dumb, but it is part of the process. And I did good in school and I did well enough on my standardized tests that I should have been able to get in. So I got into 2 schools. I went to the school with the bigger scholarship, obviously, but it just sucked. I mean, to spend all this time doing all this work in high school and then to only get into 2 schools, I mean, it's really demoralizing. Like really, really demoralizing. So I in hindsight, you know, there are things I could have done better. I'm not... Oh my god, I got so lucky right there. I don't know, what are you supposed to respond with the bozo? If people tell me L, I always say W. So, you know, in hindsight, I could have done better on these college applications, and the story's probably not great, but the gameplay's fine. If you guys are applying for college, put your all into it. Do the best you absolutely think you can. Don't be too disheartened. You're going to do fine if you actually, once you start going to your school. I'm really happy with where I'm at in school. I'm getting good grades. I'm happy with my classes. I'm happy with my... So don't just count it off because you didn't get into the big school. Just roll with it. There's a reason for it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.